Are you looking for a new build community with tons of character, huge houses, huge lots, and amazing incentives? If so, this video is for you. What's going on, guys, and welcome to Somewhere in SoCal. My name is Mike Devlak, and on this channel, I show you guys what it's like to live somewhere in SoCal. In today's video, I am weathering the heat. It's like 107 degrees. All right, but we are in the community of Siena by Taylor Morrison in French Valley or Winchester, however you slice it. Online, it says French Valley. The mailing address says Winchester, so pick whatever you want. Anyways, we are in a great location. Like I said, it has lots of character. This is not one of those new builds that's built in the desert with like all flat ground. All right, we're kind of built into the hills here, so there's lots of character with the hills and the neighborhoods, the windy roads. You guys can probably see some of these trees behind me. There's a little bit of a breeze up here, so a little bit, even though it's really hot today, a little bit cooler than some of the other parts in this general area. So what I'm going to do today is show you guys 3 of the floor plans that they've still got that are really like hot with really good incentives. We got a lot of houses that they're offering right now that have free solar. We've got a 4.99% interest rate that's fixed for 30 years. So, and some of those are doubled up on the same houses. So we got really great incentives. We got price cuts as high as $80,000. So some really cool houses I'm going to show you today. So they've actually, the big houses up here, the Viola part of the community is completely sold out. So we've got Azul and we've got Rosa, which are the houses I'm going to show you today. Also up the hill up there, we've got Oliva, which is their new townhomes that they've got built. Those start in the 400,000s. I did do a video on that recently. So really any of these houses you guys want to see in this community, I can go ahead and show you. So we're gonna hop into these 3 houses right here. They also have a single story floor plan that is not modeled, but we can definitely get you some information on that. That one's gonna start around $630,000 and be a little bit over 2,000 square feet in the Rosa community. All right, so we are gonna talk about these 3 houses, walk through them, show you all that good stuff. We'll hop on a map and show you guys what it's like to live here over schools, shopping, medical care, things to do, commute times, Disneyland, all kinds of really cool stuff. All right, as far as the schools, though, we are in the Temecula Valley Unified School District, which is one of the top school districts in Southern California. So amazing, amazing schools that, shoot, my kids are part of the school district now because, truthfully, I live in this community now. All right, but we have, like, they're learning AI in 3rd and 4th grade, which I know some people are kind of skeptical about, but I freaking love it because they're going to be kind of ahead of the curve for that next generation of learning. So some really cool stuff I'll show you guys on the map there. All right, and then there's just some really cool things coming to this community. We got the HOA, we got the pool, the spa, pickleball courts. They're building a sports park down the road. They have a park already built, so that one that's going to be built, probably in the next year. There's one, oops, I just broke my ankle. There's one right down the hill. I got a baseball field, playground, all that sort of stuff. So lots of really cool things in this area. All right, well, my gimbal died, so we're changing up the view in the middle of this. So I forget if I already said this, but if I did, I'll just repeat myself. So we got the free solar, 4.99% interest rates, HOA with the pool, the spa, all the stuff, $112 a month at build out. The tax rate in the area is going to be 1.85%. That includes special assessments, Melrose, all that sort of stuff. So that's kind of average for all the new builds in this general area. All right, I think that's kind of it. So we'll go ahead, we'll get this tour started and hop into this first house. But first, let me remind you, all right, this is a show I post every single Saturday at 8 a.m. So if you like this sort of stuff, we're touring new houses, new communities, showing you guys what it's like to live somewhere in SoCal. If you like this stuff, do this stuff, like, subscribe, tap that notification bell. That way you stay up to date on everything going on in this local area. All righty. The other thing, if you like anything you see, make sure you go ahead and reach out. My phone number is going to be on the screen right now. Whether you're coming out today, tomorrow, next week, next month, whenever. I would love to be your local guide to the area and help you find you somewhere in SoCal, whether it's here or somewhere else, all right? The main thing here, guys, I work for you. I don't work for these builders. I have relationships with all of them. I've got good, I got my people at my spots, all right? If you want to take advantage of that and have me in your back pocket, help negotiate the best deals for you, get you the best incentives, go ahead and reach out. So anyways, let's go ahead and start this tour for real. We're going to start this video off with the plan 4. This is going to be on the Azul part of the neighborhood here. Plan 4. This house right here is discounted $60,000 out in the field right now. So I got one of these for $60,000 off. Anyways, the plan 4 is going to be 4 beds, 3 baths, 2,466 square feet, and they've got this one starting at $620,000 right now. All right, so you see, this is one of my favorite exteriors they got as far as the models go. I really like that white with like the wood paneling up top there, kind of farmhousey style. Got the gray garage door, the charcoal or black trim on it. So very nice curb appeal the way they've got this one set up. But anyways, let's go on in and see this baby. All right, keep in mind, $60,000 discount out in the field on this thing. All right, so you have this nice little covered porch patio area as we walk up right here. Into this one and boom. Sounds like a scary movie. Anyway, so we got kind of a big naked wall right here where they put some artwork. Stairs, all that. We'll cover that in a minute. It's 107 degrees today, so wearing the rainbows. All right, but anyways, nice big mirror for naked wall there. But we've got our guest bathroom downstairs here. So this is bathroom number 1, basically. Like in the gray cabinets, all the normal stuff. They do have the sliding glass doors here for the walk-in shower there. Then we've got bedroom number 1 right here. This feels a little bit on the tinier side. Right? Like you guys are on like 0.5 zoom on my camera here, and I'm like trying to get this whole room in here. So this is that, you know, they do have 4 bedrooms here. This is one of them. It's a little, like I said, a little bit on the smaller side. So maybe if you don't need all 4 bedrooms, you have a smaller kid or something like that, this could work out. I get the sliding wooden closet doors over there. Good spot for a TV. Anyways, let's go back this way and see some more. You got this nice window looking out to the side of your house. Then a really good spot here for like an entryway table, the way they've got it designed here. Then you see those stairs. We'll go up there a little bit later. All right, but we walk on through down here and just, wow, really nice open floor plan here. You got everything all together. So we got our living room set up right here. Massive area rug. You got that little coffee table. My gimbal's going crazy. You've got the natural light with all these windows and everything going up to the backyard. Very nice feel. I'll kind of just spin this around, show you guys the designated dining area right here. And then we've got our kitchen. Got a nice big island. They got 3 here. You could totally fit 4, I think. And then the pendant light, that one needs to get replaced. Anyway, so you got the gray cabinets that match that bathroom downstairs. Right here, we'll have our garage access. Holy smokes, what's going on with this? Stay stable. Garage access right here. Let's see if they'll let me in. They do. All right, so you got 2-car garage right here. And then one thing I will point out in the community, they do have batteries, like batteries for the solar, which are a huge help. All right, right here, we're going to have our little coat closet with some storage under the stairs. Right there. Walk through and see the extended backsplash. Now, these guys do a really great job of doing this extended backsplash on a lot of the houses in the community. Out of here. All right, so you got that extended backsplash there. And over here, we're going to have our pantry. Little pop-in pantry in the corner right here. Lots of space there. Then we got a perfect spot for our coffee station right here, right next to the fridge. I guess you could go either side with that coffee station. There. And then cool little way to spruce up that that wall. And then you got more natural light coming through. These backyards do come as blank canvases. They actually got some pretty big lots in the area in this community, so they do come as blank canvases. Totally up to you to do it. Their designated dining area. And this is just a really nice feel to this one. You've got the island there, the designated dining area, and then the living room straight back. Super nice feel to this one. I'm going to show you the back side of what this cabinet looks like. All right, let's go on and head upstairs. All right, while I'm doing that, just want to remind you guys that this is a show I post every single Saturday at 8 a.m. So if you'd like the sort of stuff where we're touring new houses, new communities, showing you guys what it's like to live somewhere on SoCal, and showing you guys all these updated prices and discounts and incentives and all that sort of stuff. If you like the stuff, do the stuff. Like, subscribe, tap that notification bell. That way you stay up to date on everything going on in this local area. Anyways, I've reached the top of the stairs now. This one's kind of got like a funky little loft area to it. So like this whole area up here is technically a loft. A maze of a loft here. So nice little window there, seating area they got set up. They got it set up as kind of like a kids craft area or something like that. And then I just want to show you guys just some of the character in this community with, you see the hills in the distance. So it feels like we're really close to the sky. this community is really built into the hill, so not really flat like a lot of the communities out there right now. So kind of a unique, we'll call it a unique shape to the loft up here. And they got this like workstation thing built up right over here. All right, but at the left of the stairs, we have our laundry room. All right, so you're gonna have, you are gonna have an electric, all electric stuff for the washer and dryer. All right, electric dryer there. It's the floating cabinets up top. And you get this built-in shelving right here. Just a really nice touch. And they've got that workstation there. All right, then right off to the right of the stairs, we're gonna have bedroom number 2. All right, we got some 8-foot ceilings up here. A pretty decent sized secondary bedroom right here. That window looking out to the front of the house. Spin this thing around for you. It's a really cool setup. You got your natural TV on the wall there, most likely. And your closet doors over here. See how deep this closet goes. Go deeper than it looks like. Maybe a little deeper than I would have thought. All right, we'll come across the hallway over here. We're gonna have bedroom number 3, basically. So once again, a really good sized secondary bedroom. The 2 bedrooms up here are much bigger than that one downstairs at the front of the house. You got window over there. And you get this nice big window looking out to the backyard. Some country views. I absolutely love driving through these hills out here. Anyways, so you got closet there. Perfect setup for the TV. All right, right off of that, we're gonna have our bathroom number 2, basically. All right, so you got just a normal setup. And then keep in mind, guys, these will have doors here just for the models. A lot of the builders don't put the doors here. They, little kids come, they smash their fingers and stuff. All right, but you got just a normal little setup here. You got your mirror, your sink, your drawers underneath, the shower tub combo, all the normal stuff. And then we've got the good old master bedroom. All right, this is really good size master right here. You got a nice chandelier hanging down. Love the little bench area at the foot of the bed. You got the windows on each side there for some symmetry, and then a nice big window looking out the back right here. Now, obviously, they've got a great view of the country here. In the community, it'll be a little bit different for you. All right, I'll give you guys a nice feel of what this looks like up here. Very nice, pretty good sized room here. Walk on over, and we've got our master bathroom. All right, so they got the walk-in shower right here, sliding glass doors. You got those like 2 little bench thingy-majingies, and then like some like shelf areas up top here. You got window, mirror, then a kind of a tighter space for the his and her sinks, but you do have the drawers and the cabinets and all that stuff. All right, right next to that, we're gonna have our throne area. Take care of business in there, and then back here, I guess I'll show you the. They do have the towel rack right there, so I'll show you guys that. And then boom, we do have our walk-in closet right here. That window looking out. All right, so let me just get a little pan for you guys. Got shelves and racks all over the place. All right, we've got our brains of the house here. So this is when they do like Wi-Fi and stuff. They'll put the router in there. But anyways, I'll go ahead and do my spin test in here. I can't fully extend the arms, or maybe I can. I thought I was gonna hit it. So there's more space than I thought for sure. But anyways, that wraps this one up. This right here was the plan for 4 beds, 3 baths, plus that loft. We got 2,466 square feet. Remember now, this one is a $60,000 price cut out in the field there. They've got this one starting at $620,000. Okay, so now we're entering the Rosa part of the community. We're gonna head into Plan 6, which is right behind me right here. The Plan 6 is gonna be 4 beds, 3 baths, 2,421 square feet, and they've got this one starting at $615,000 out in the field. All right, see this one? They got modeled here, kind of this green exterior. The little brick on the side over there. But anyways, let's go up and see this one. Pretty nice curb appeal on this one too. Long walk to the front door. Walking on up, like that little pillar right there. Brick there. Like the green door. And let's go on in and see this thing. Alright, so you got the nice wood-like flooring throughout here. Little entryway table right by these stairs. We'll talk about that a little later. Alright, we'll wrap this thing around to the right, and we've got Bedroom number one with the nice tall ceilings down here, like that. I don't necessarily like the orange. I'm not a big fan of the orange, but the fact that they have the accent wall. The window looking out to the front right here. Very similar feel to the first house that we just saw, but this room does feel bigger than that guest room downstairs. I call it a guest room, but that downstairs bedroom. All right, then right off of that, we're gonna have our downstairs bathroom. So bathroom number one, you got your mirror, drawers, sink, all the stuff. Walk-in shower there, sliding glass doors. And then there's that entryway furniture there. Get to the stairs in a second. And then they got this, I want to call it like a dog bed almost. You put your shoes on right here or something, but this is a really nice way to utilize this space. You know, they obviously got this as decoration, but you know, with the handrail right there, a really nice upgrade. Got the doggy, like I said, I'm calling it the doggy bed, but I know like real people would sit there. All right. Oh man, what's going on to my gimbal? All right, so we got our little coat closet right here with lots of storage that go under the stairs. Lots of space for storage there. And then we've got our living room, whole great room area. So I'll give you a nice little pan before I kind of point some things out. So we've got this nice accent wall, that wood paneling behind there with that blue color. Digging that, like a little entertainment center piece underneath, console, as my wife calls it. All right, you got this nice coffee table, chairs and moods and tones and all the stuff. You got lots of natural light you can see just against this wall with all the windows, the sliding glass door and everything. A super nice feel to this living room area. Then you got this little table thing behind back here. Kind of spin this around for you. We'll have our garage access right there. Then they've got this dining room table set up right in the middle. You got little entryway stuff here, and then you're gonna have your fridge. Coffee station's gonna go right here. Alrighty, got a nice sized pantry. It's a little, a little thick. Decent amount of space in there. And once again, you get the extended backsplash, the underlighting up there, nice countertops. So they do. I did mention in the last house they had the gas dryers. They still have. I'm sorry, the electric dryers. They still have the gas stove tops and ovens and all that stuff. Right, the white cabinets here, microwave up top. And then you got the pendant lights hanging down. So just a really nice feel to this downstairs. The dishwasher, the sink, all the stuff. Once again, they've got 3 seats on this island, but you could probably do 4. Those are a little bit on the bulky side and they're kind of spread out. All right, but you've got a really nice feel to this downstairs. Everything's kind of just a straight shot. You can have lots of people over and no one feels kind of out of the loop. Then we've got our backyard right here. Once again, nice sized lots with lots of space in the backyards in this community. Let's go on and walk upstairs now. All right, the one thing I'm going to point out here, this is an upgrade to have the wood-like flooring and this. So I know on a lot of the homes, the inventory homes they have done these, this handrail in some of them, but I have not seen it with wood going up the stairs or the LVP going up the stairs. It's usually carpet, so just something to note there. I'll kind of show you guys what they've done with almost looking some artwork on these walls as you go up, and you got the windows up there. Walk on up, same thing, like the wood-like flooring upstairs. Haven't seen that. You have to buy one that's not built yet. So anyways, we get to the top of the stairs. Really good sized loft area here. They got like a game room set up, big TV, window looking out to the backyard, like homework stations almost. Area rug there. All right, there's the actual dog bed. The dog bed right by the laundry room. Floating cabinets up top, window over here, some built-in shelving here. They do this is like This community in particular does the best job with the laundry rooms, in my opinion. Doggy thing there. Anyways, let's walk to this side now. Go to the right. Bedroom number 2. Got the baseball set up here. This one does feel a tad on the small side, guys. Being real, got the windows and all the stuff there. Turn this thing around. Like that scoreboard though, that's pretty sweet. There's the feel for this bedroom. Across the way, right before we get to the next bedroom, we got bathroom number 2. So just the normal stuff: sink, mirror, toilet, shower tub combo. Then we've got bedroom number 3, little DJ room. Records up there. You like the nightstands, dressers on the side. Got your window right there. Closet doors there. These guys do a great job with the TV setups. Those of you that have been following me for a while and watching my videos, you know I always like to point out where the TV should go. And once we get the view into the backyard here. Country. Alrighty. Let's go on back and see the master. So the master, the top of the stairs, loft over here. So the mom and dad's room, master bedroom across the way over here. Like the little mirror, you got your thermostat right here. And boom, we are in the master bedroom. All right, so really good sized room right here. Love that wallpaper. Love the symmetry of the windows behind the headboard there. And then this big old window that just looks like a freaking postcard. It's like if you're driving across America and you stop at some random gas station, there'd be like a postcard like that, minus all the stuff in the house. All right, but really nice feel to this. And you're, like I said, you're kind of separate from the other rooms across the way from the loft. Tons of space in here. But let's go see this master bathroom. All right, so we've got the his and her sinks, nice big mirror. All right, vanity is now an extra foot long, so that sign says. So a little bit more space there. All right, then you got this little, I call this the vanity area. All right, right there, a little window there, and then you got the walk-in shower here with a sliding glass door. Same as the last one with the benches and the ledges and all that stuff. We've got our throne area right here. And then we've got our walk-in closet. All right, so pretty good size closet here. Show you everything. The window and the racks, the shelves, all the stuff. We got our brains of the house for the Wi-Fi there. I could totally do the spin test into this one, like no worries at all. So that wraps this one up, guys. So this was the Plan 6 on the Rosa side of the community. We got 4 beds, 3 baths, 2,421 square feet, and they've got this one for $615,000. So last but not least, we have their biggest floor plan that they've got left. This right here is in the Rosa community. We're looking at floor plan 8. This is going to be 5 bedrooms, 3 baths. It's 3,008 square feet. They've got a giant loft here, a flex room, all kinds of really cool stuff that you're going to want to see. They've got one of these in the community right now for over $80,000 off. All right, so they got one of these available right now for $670,000. All right, we'll take a look at this one. Got the Spanish style exterior right here. We'll go on up and see this thing. So like the double arches right there. Nice porch patio type area up front. Walk on in. Alrighty. So we've got a nice long naked wall right here. All right, and then over here we've got our little flex room set up. Like they got this set up as an office right here. Little flex room office, that window looking out to the front of the house. I'm gonna walk down this endless hallway here. To the left right here, we're gonna have our little coat closet. And you got some extended space that goes a little further than the width of the door. So I want to show you that. Keep walking on down here. You've got bathroom number 1. The brown cabinets here, the mirror, sink, all the stuff. The walk-in shower right here, sliding glass doors. We're going to have bedroom number 1 downstairs right here. All right, so it's actually a decent, bigger than I thought it was going to be. The window looking off to the side. You got this little like cutout area right there. It kind of blends with the color. cutout area there. Nice mirror, and then you've got this closet with lots of storage. So a lot of the other houses, like they have the storage under the stairs. This one's actually in one of the bedrooms, so you got storage under there. But other than that, I got this normal rack and stuff to hang. The door's kind of screwing some stuff up, but lots of space in that one. Walk on out here, straight on back into the great room area. All right, so you've got living room, designated dining area, and you've got your kitchen back here. All right, so I'll talk through it all, but we got our garage access right here. All right, so 2-car garage. We got our living room, a nice chandelier, light fixture hanging down. Got the one window over there, nice big window looking out to the back. And once again, a huge area rug. And they got this console kind of behind the couches right here. Artwork on the wall there. I like the stairs there too with that open handrail. Very nice look. Got our designated dining area. And then we've got our kitchen. I just got the 3 pendant lights hanging there. Really good sized island. You see they got the 4 chairs here. Everything. You got your coffee area right here. You got that kind of extended backsplash that we'll see throughout. And they got this little open area off the side of the garage entrance. They got kind of stuff as like a wine bar area. We have our pantry right here. So like a little corner pop-in pantry. Lots of space in here for all the goodies. And I'll show you guys these cabinets. Got like the brown colored cabinets, the extended backsplash, so the lighting under there. I just spin it around and show you how this whole downstairs feels. So very nice, great floor plan for like family gatherings and that sort of stuff. I'll show you backyard. Once again, they got, I said on every house so far, they got big lots here. All right, when I fly the drone up, I see lots of houses with pools and lots of houses with space for pools. But anyways, let's go on upstairs real quick. All right, just want to remind you guys, if you like anything you see, make sure you go ahead and reach out. Whether you come out today, tomorrow, next week, next month, whenever. I would love to be your local guide to the area and help you find your somewhere in SoCal, whether it's here or somewhere else. All right, remember, I work for you guys. I don't work for the builders. So I've got relationships with all these different people at all these different spots. And I would love to hook you up with them. That way you get the best deal, the best incentives, all that stuff. So make sure you go ahead and reach out. Anyways, this is the biggest loft in this whole area. All right, humongous loft. Not a fan of the style of how they decorated it, but this is ginormous, guys. So much space up here. You got this little like picnic table type thing off to the side over here. Not really a fan of the national park painting in the back there, but so much space up here. Truly is like a second living room, bigger than the one downstairs. Area rug, L-shaped couch, lots of that natural light coming in here with all these windows. You do have an 8-foot ceiling up here. All these windows, see everything. This is, guys, humongous loft. I can't overstate it. This is like a jaw-dropping loft up here. Anyway, so the master is going to be down here. We'll save that for later. All right, right here we're going to have our laundry room. So you got the floating cabinets at the top, washer dryer hookups, really good sized laundry room. Got the built-in shelves back there. Lots of space. We'll go further down this hallway. We'll go to the right. We got bedroom number 2. They got this one set up as like a football room. So bedroom number 2 right here. Got our sliding closet doors there. Window looking out to the front. Good spot for the TV right there. So lots of space on that one. And next to that one, we got bedroom number 3. This is kind of set up as the ballerina room. All right, so it looks like there's lots of space in here. All right, so we got our closet doors there. Little ballerina bed. This room is huge. All right, really good sized secondary bedrooms here. And then you do have this kind of window looking out to the front of the house. Once again, great spot for a TV up here. All right, we'll go across the hall, straight across. We got bedroom number 4. This one feels like the smallest of the bedrooms, other than that, bedroom that's downstairs. This one feels a little smaller. You get the little nightstands or dressers on each side. Tiny bed. All right, the nice paintings on the wall though. So you could even put like a bed against, or you could put a bed against the window or against there, and the TV over here. I don't know. There's lots of different ways to configure this bedroom. All right, but anyways, next to that we have bathroom number 2. All right, so you got the dual sinks, the drawers, the cabinets, all the stuff. Nice big mirror, and then you got the shower tub combo and the toilet. All that stuff. Walk further on down and head into the master bedroom. All right, so the one thing I really like that this is, once again, kind of separate. So you got this giant loft. All the bedrooms are down the hall that way on the other side of the laundry room. Then you come over here and you got kind of your private retreat. All right, so humongous master bedroom here. You got the symmetry with the windows once again. You gotta just see how much space there is here. Huge bed, those big nightstands on each side. You saw at the foot of the bed, you got those seats there. And just look, I'm just gonna keep backing up to show you how much space there is. Like, there is so much space in this room. All right, then you got this nice big window looking out to the backyard. So lots of natural light in here. A spot for the TV, all the good stuff. Let's walk on back over here. So now we're in the master bathroom. So we've got the his and her sinks right here. All that. We're gonna have like a little vanity area set up right here. And we got our walk-in shower. So we got the same showers we've seen in the other 2 houses, guys. Little benches or ledges there, the sliding glass doors, all the stuff. Across from that, we've got our throne area, the toilet. And then we've got a humongous, humongous walk-in closet. Alrighty, so humongous walk-in closet here. Definitely enough room for a his and hers. No matter how big of a closets you got, you can make it work in here. So I will go ahead and do the spin test. I think the last time I was here, my daughter did a cartwheel test or something in here. So tons and tons of space in here. So again, this was the Plan 8 on the Rosa side of the community. All right, we've got 5 bedrooms, 3 baths. You got that flex room, that giant loft. You got 3,008 square feet. And this one right here is knocked off $81,000. All right, this one right here starts at $670,000. Alrighty, so next up, I'm going to do what I always do. I'm going to hop on the map and show you guys what it's like to live here, where we're schools, shopping, medical care, things to do, all that sort of stuff. So let's go ahead and dive into my computer. Alrighty, so where the heck are we? Siena by Taylor Morrison, as I said earlier, French Valley, Winchester, whatever you want to call it. All right, it's been listed a couple different ways. I know mailing address is French Valley, online I'm sorry, mailing address is Winchester, online it says French Valley, but anyways, as far as location goes, we are basically South Winchester slash North French Valley, a little bit southeast of Menifee, north of Marietta, and we're in the Temecula School District. So let that make sense for you. But anyways, really kind of remote location. There's a lot of stuff coming, up and coming here soon. Lots of new construction happening. All right, but there's lots of like, I don't know, I call it a country drive as you drive here from where I used to live in Menifee up to this spot over here. So lots of cows and you know I would say wildlife, like horses and cows and bulls and all kinds of stuff like that, and little pastures over here. So, anyways, let's go ahead and just get started by showing the schools. All right. So, as I mentioned earlier, zoned to the Temecula Valley Unified School District. As far as schools go, we got Lavorgna Elementary. Lavorgna. Oh my gosh, I can't spell. All right. So, we got Lavorgna Elementary School. All right. It's about a 7-minute drive, really, really close there. For the middle school, we got Bella Vista Middle School. A little bit further, looking at an 11-minute drive to get there. And then the high school, Chaparral High School, a little further down, about a little over 15 to 20 minutes there. So that's probably the furthest away. One thing I will say, I know that there are other middle schools that are technically closer. So Livornia is relatively close for the elementary school. But for the middle school, Bella Vista over here, I believe there's some middle schools over like Spencer's Crossing area over here that you could probably get zoned to or a permit to go there instead. I know some people that do that, so that's just some food for thought there. But that's kind of it as far as schools go. Next up, I want to talk a little bit about the shopping centers that are close by. I'm putting EOS Fitness here because I know that's where the shopping center is. So we're about a little bit less than 10 minutes away from this shopping center here, probably the closest one to us. All right, you got the grocery outlet here, you got McDonald's, you've got El Pollo Loco, you got the gym right there, of course. Jersey Mike's, there's a sushi spot, Panera, car wash, 7-Eleven gas station. So that's kind of like the closest shopping center type of thing. If you go a little bit further down to this one, let's do Pizza Factory because there won't be any crossover there. All right, this other shopping center is just a couple more minutes down the road, but you got Pizza Factory. That's where a lot of the sports teams do their parties and stuff like that. You got Stater Brothers for a bigger market than that grocery outlet, the other one. You're gonna have there's a new Denny's over here, Jack in the Box, Taco Bell just went in on this road right here. Farmer Boys, you got El Burrito, I believe it's called El Burrito. There's a Mexican spot right here, a little drive-through that's pretty good. Carl's Jr. Uh, guys, all kinds of stuff. There's Chinese spot. There's a sports bar right here. So CVS. I can go on and on, but there's lots right there. Del Taco. So that's a good spot there. Next up, I'll go over the let's do Costco. All right. We are less than 15 minutes away from Costco in that main shopping center here in Murrieta. All right, so you got Costco, Raising Cane's, Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, all kinds of other options there. And then across the way, all right, you've got a Home Depot, a Target, a Ross, Tractor Supply Co., Starbucks, all this stuff. And as you go down this little at Clinton Keith Road, you've got more options with Del Taco, Jack in the Box, Jersey Mike's. So lots of options within about a 15-minute drive there. Next up, we'll do Promenade Temecula. That is the local mall in the area. So when you think of a mall, like the traditional mall you're thinking of, this is it. All right, so it's kind of a little bit south of where the 15 and 215 meet. All right, this big circle here. So department stores, food court, all the stuff you're thinking of. They've also got a Dick's Sporting Goods, Round One, bowling and arcade. There's a movie theater. There's even movie theaters on the outskirts of it. You got Temecula theaters. You got, I think it's a Regal or Edwards inside the movie theater, inside the mall here in the main spot there. So restaurants scattered all around. Another Costco right here, about 20 minutes away to this mall. So you're 20 minutes from the mall there. You see all kinds of stuff on the outskirts there. Let me do Old Town Temecula. So Old Town Temecula, this is where you kind of have the mom and pop restaurants, the breweries, the kind of this is where if there was nightlife in this area, this is where you'll find it. All right, so we're about 20, 25 minutes from there. Let me do Wine Country. So let's pick the winery. So about 20 minutes from wine country back in the hills of Temecula back here. So you guys like to wine and dine and that sort of stuff. Beautiful views, great atmosphere. About 20 minutes away from wine country there. Let's shopping, things to do, schools. Let's do medical care. All right, we'll do Loma Linda Medical Center. Is probably the closest one. We're about 15 minutes from there. All right, they also have like a children's hospital or medical center there as well. There's a Kaiser facility that is just north of that, so a little bit less than 15 minutes there. And then there's also a Kaiser facility in Temecula, kind of down by where the mall is, about 20 minutes to that one. All right, if you have young kiddos, like this is where I take my kids, this is where like the pediatrics are. All right, down at this Kaiser down here, so 21 minutes there. And like I said, all kinds of stuff to do around the mall down here. Um, Let's see, medical care. Let's just wrap this up with some airports and fun things to do. So, as far as airports go, give you a few of these. Now, guys, I do these as points of reference, and you may never fly out of Ontario Airport, but I just want points of reference. In my opinion, this is the easiest airport to get in and out of as far as not that much traffic, and then the security lines and like parking at the airport, super easy. So we're about an hour, hour 10 from the Ontario Airport. Next up, we'll do Palm Springs. Once again, point of reference. You may never fly out of here, but at least if you want to go see the resorts out there, go golfing, casinos, that kind of thing. All right, it's about an hour and 10 minutes away there. San Diego, all right. I know there's a lot of military people that live up in this area because it's so much cheaper and much a lot more house, and they just commute down to the bases when they need to. All right, about hour 15, hour 20 down to the airport down in San Diego. We'll do John Wayne over in Irvine, about an hour and 20 there. And then we'll do LAX. LAX is a little bit less than 2 hours. That is a trek, guys. That's a far. Only go out of LAX if you need to. For the international flights, San Diego is probably your best bet. Alrighty. Next up, let's wrap it up with Disneyland and the beaches. All right. So from this location, we're about an hour 20, hour 25 from Disneyland. All right. You'll see it says this route has tolls. I highly, highly, highly recommend getting the fast track. You can just bypass all the traffic. I don't know. To me, whatever the price is for the toll that day is worth getting somewhere with less stress and not sitting in a parking lot on the freeway. So that's just my 2 cents. But anyways, so about an hour 20, 25 from Disneyland. We'll do beaches. We got La Jolla Shores Beach. Awesome beaches down in San Diego here. Lots of actually some really cool like restaurants and stuff down there. If any of you guys are from the South Bay area of LA, like Redondo Beach, this kind of feels like a mixture of PB and Redondo Beach right there. So about an hour and 20 minutes to the beach there. Oceanside Pier. Oceanside Pier is about an hour away, and then I will do the Dana Point Harbor down in Orange County to give us some water there. Hour and 25 minutes there. So that's it as far as that sort of stuff. Anyways, let's go back in and wrap up this video. Alrighty, guys, so that was Siena by Taylor Morrison in the city of French Valley or Winchester, however you want to cut it up. All right, this is one of my favorite new build communities in this whole area. Like I mentioned in the opening, you got the character with this kind of community being built into the hills. You got all kinds of different things going on with, the houses, the Azul, the Rosa, we got the Viola, which they're sold out of, so I couldn't show you. So houses that are a little bit bigger than that one that we just saw. You got the HOA where you're going to have the pool getting built. That'll be done in February of 2026. The sports park going there. You actually have a sports park that's already built close by. So even though that one in the community is not built yet, you have an option for something that's super close. The awesome schools with the Temecula Valley School District. Just so much stuff, guys, and there's so much growth going on in this general area. So yes, when you see the drone shots, we're a little bit country, but there's lots of really cool things happening within close proximity here. So relatively close to shopping for all the regular stuff you need. Pretty good distance to the mall, everything up in Menifee, Murrieta, medical options, basically everything you need. So once again, just want to recap a few things. They've got lots of really cool incentives going on, as I mentioned earlier. Some of these houses have free solar. You got 4.99% interest rate fixed for 30 years. And then, you do have, if this, single family is not your style, these are a little too high of a price point. They do have the townhomes up the hill, Oliva, which are being built, starting in the low 400s. So they got something for everyone over here at Siena. Okay, so just to recap real quick, HOA is going to be $112 a month. Once again, pool, spa, the parks, pickleball courts, trails. Tax rate is going to be 1.85%. That includes special assessments, Melrose, everything like that. And then also, I wasn't able to show you today because they don't have it modeled, but they do have a single story floor plan in the Rosa part of the community here. That one's going to be $630,000 and about 2,000 square feet for a single story floor plan. So anyways, if you guys liked anything you saw today, make sure you go ahead and reach out when they come out today, tomorrow, next week, next month, whatever. I would love to be your local guide to the area and help you find your somewhere in SoCal. The other thing, this is a show I post every single Saturday at 8 a.m. So if you like this sort of stuff from your house, where I'm posting new houses, new communities, showing you what it's like to live somewhere in SoCal. If you like the stuff, do the stuff, like, subscribe, tap the notification bell. That way stay up to date on everything going on in this local area. Anyways, YouTube's gonna put a video over this shoulder. If you liked this video, you'll probably like that one too. And I'll see you in there.